You know about TGIF, thank God it's Friday, but what about T.G.F.C? You're watching Timeless Talks, timeless subjects, information for life. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF, we all know that one, but TGFC might be a little new to you. Thank God for Christians. Now, not Christendom, as in every denomination in the country, but a select few individuals, or maybe a small collection of them. When Paul wrote the book of Phillippians in chapter 1, verse 3, he made this statement: I thank my God every time I remember you. Every time he remembered those brethren. There was something very special about those people. And where did that come from? It came from their history. In Acts chapter 16, Paul traveled to the city of Philippi, and he found two people there, Lydia and the Philippian jailer. And those two people, after a lengthy study that we have details about in Acts 16, they both were baptized and became the charter members, if you would, of that congregation. Now, Paul had to leave town shortly after that. The congregation grew greatly very quickly, and they became linked to him. So much so that when he wrote in chapter 1, verse 5, he spoke of that relationship. He says, because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. From the very beginning, these people had invested themselves in working with Paul so that the gospel could go everywhere unrestrained. Paul did not have to go into a town and earn a living and try to preach at the same time. With the help of the Philippians, he just preached and taught day and night. It sent him on his way to do great things. In Philippians chapter 2, we read about a man by the name of Epaphroditus who had come from Philippi with a care package, if you would, to help Paul's basic needs. And in so doing, he also learned what this brother or that sister was doing that was good. And that encouraged him and lifted him up and excited him. When you read over in the 4th chapter of this book, we find that Paul keeps talking about how that they were the ones who were encouraging him yet again in the sharing and the receiving. And he stated that now I am amply blessed. It sent Paul towards something that he could do because he had these partners encouraging him and supporting him in what he did. You know, I've been blessed to have known a lot of people all over the world. I've met men like Hal Ferguson, who explained everything about the Chamala mission to me and another brother as we traveled there a little more than a year and a half ago. He showed us all the ins and outs and kept nothing from us, but encouraged us and used us. He even was able to line up us with Ezekiel. Ezekiel was the agriculture foreman for the mission, but he was also the man who could interpret, and he was also the man who became our coffee roaster, and we learned what fresh coffee was really about. I am so excited to still know Darwin Hendricks and have known Uncle Buford from the Antoine Church of Christ. They asked me to come and work with them over 18 or 19 years ago. And we've been blessed by that relationship many, many times in many, many ways. I'm glad to know Shailesh Kumar from India. He is Mr. Google, because if there's something about Google you don't know, you get a hold of Shailesh, he'll guide you. And he's helped us so much in developing Timeless Talks with Tim to where we now can serve people in other countries by this very same kind of medium, only we do it live. I'm thankful for people like Dennis and Gladys Schneider. I had a really tough time on a vacation recently, but these members of the church when I attended with them, they lifted me up and encouraged me, and they used me there with them on that day. And for that, I am so very grateful, because that alone pointed me back to what was really important. It helped me get refocused. And I've always been so grateful for the Prescott Church of Christ Christians because of their great help in picking me up when life has kind of thrown me some bad stuff. They've been with me and they've stood with me. And for that, I am so very grateful. You see, all these different people have contributed something at some point to where I could do what God needs me to do. And for that, there is no way to say thank you to God enough. I remember each one of these and so many more. The church at Clinton and the one down in Marshall, Texas, and Salem, and there's just so many. I'm not going to go any further. But Paul was right, because it does point you to what you need to be doing. Do you have some Christians? I mean, not just Christendom, but a very select few that you can work with and talk with? Well, if you need that kind of thing, we'll help you here at Timeless Talks. Just let us know. Now, all to do you need to do that, though, is very simple. There's a link in the description, timelesstalks.net. Go there. Not only find what you need to find out and sign up for our newsletter, but also you can contact us by email, either for your prayer request or to let us know what you're interested in and what you need. We'll help you find Christians in your area that can love you and care about you and will seek your good and will work with and encourage you, and you can encourage them. Here at Timeless Talks, we only want the very best for you. That's why we try to talk about timeless subjects, things that are important, things that will go on beyond this life. And we give you the information for your life to be great here and open the doors to eternity for you. We want to help you. We want the very best for you. And that's why we conclude almost every one of these videos with that silly little saying, may the good Lord take a liking to you. Thank you so much, and until next time, goodbye for now.